Good morning, good evening, afternoon, whatever may apply. Welcome to another session of Chronicles of Darkness, Vampire the Requiem, Requiem for London. You know the spiel. We find ourselves actually during the same night as one of the previous scenes where poor Alicat had a rather nasty shock, but that's a story for another time. What has come to our dear friend Marcus Irons's attention was hardly was he finished with moving the last cardboard box with the at this point not quite few but also not quite that many worldly possessions into his new haven, the very same haven that only a few months ago was the haunt of a horrible monster. But once again, another tale for another night. What has happened is he got a telephone call from Alicat. In her voice swang the same amount of worry as well as clear anger. So to figure out what the hell was going on, he gave Alicat the address of his new haven, just said he is a good place for us to talk. And after that was settled, he has been waiting to be on the safe side. I mean, not literally on his lap, but let's say leaning beside him on a rather comfy leather sofa. Did I say sofa? Yes, I did. Is an assault rifle and also some ammunition in there of a rather fiery nature. Is it meant for Alicat? It might seem like that, but I'm happy to report that that's not the case. It is more for whatever the cat might drag in. And with that, I'm passing the baton over to our dear player.
Hi, I'm player. No, okay. So probably like half an hour, maybe 45 minutes later, there is a knock on the door that is going like this. And it's not stopping.
Coming! Jesus. If I believed in the fellow, he adds softly under his breath. He goes, has a quick swipe through the spyglass. Then you hear,
Oh yeah,
"Rich,
it's Ellie
ratch,
there. She's
cold,
actually on her
sucker."
phone.
Yeah, Rich, ratch, knack opens up, and you just see a middle-aged male Caucasian hand just grab you at the shoulder and pull you in and close the door. As
Yeah.
he, Rich, ratch, click, clack, closes the door.
hmm Elliot, meanwhile, is on the phone. So as Marcus opens up, he can hear her like, "God damn it, pick up the phone! I don't care. I don't need your fucking voicemail. I need you. Come on, Ocean. Come on." And then she gets yanked in. Whoa, fuck, shit, Mark. Ah. Okay, I gotta go. If you hear this message, fucking call me back immediately, okay? I need your help. I don't care how. And she hangs up and looks at Marcus. She's pissed.
Right, follow me. And he just starts marching to the living room. Gives her the hand sign to stop. Double checks that all the shutters are properly down. Looks around. Right. Sit here, please. And he gestures to the sofa adjacent to his.
And Ali will, ploff down. Just boonk. Lets herself drop on the sofa.
All right. Take a
Pets
deep
her feet.
breath and then explain to me what happened.
Fucking hell. that asshole of Hackett, and that she just mentions the name. Like she gets frustrated, she jumps up, starts
Oh,
pacing.
masked Meket fellow, right?
No, he's eventually
No? Oh,
the
shit.
asshole whose ships we investigated. Remember what I told you like early? Like
Oh, yeah.
he must have fucking followed us somehow. I don't know why, or well, I know why, but I don't fucking know how.
Well,
I was
you don't know how,
careful.
so let's focus on what we know.
I had literally just gotten off the phone with Sadie. Like literally like 10, 15 minutes later. I don't fucking know,
Mm-hmm.
man. And I'm walking out of the building. I get a fucking text. And he's got a picture of her staked. That asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to destroy him, Marcus. I need your help. I need everybody's help. I'm going to come down on him so hard. He won't have a skin left. He won't have blood left in his system. I'm going to break his bones and use them as toothpicks.
Marcus just very calmly nods as he lets Ali vent some of her frustration. Okay, he's kidnapped her. Has she been actively attacking him or antagonizing him?
She was with me when we attacked the boat. Or, well, when we investigated the boat.
Okay, good. Well, fuck it.
Rip out his heart, and I swear before it ashes, I'm going to feed it to some lions in the fucking zoo.
Trust me, they don't want to eat filth like that. Throw it to the crocodiles. They'll eat anything.
Make him be eaten alive by fucking raccoons. Pigs.
Marcus actually can't help himself but snigger at that one. Why not have him be eaten by wild boars while you're at it?
Sure. I don't care. That guy's gonna pay. He's gonna pay hard. He's gonna pay as soon as possible. He's not gonna do this to me. He's not gonna do this to Sadie. Do he even knows who he's dealing with?
No, he doesn't, and that is good. Because he's clearly underestimating you and what you're capable of. We can use that to our advantage. I'm not saying don't be angry, far from it, but for the moment, bottle it, swallow it down, focus, and then when your glorious moment comes, you can let it all out. You can let him feel all your anger, all your frustration. And then he'll know that he fucked up.
So Ellie is gonna this time really take a deep breath and gonna flop down on the couch again. Oh, fuck.
Are you hurt? Are you in need of
No,
blood? Okay,
no, I'm fine.
good.
Nothing happened to me. I was with my grandsire.
And then she got kidnapped. Yeah.
I mean, my sire got kidnapped. Yeah, I was with my grandsire,
Ah,
Mert. Former keeper of Elysium.
yes.
Yeah.
She owes me a favor, and I find her mildly pleasant. Yes.
Well, she's my grandsire. I didn't know that until like a couple of months ago, but there you go. She's also the
Hey,
one who fixed
but
my leg when
getcha.
anyway. So she fixed me. I'm not wounded. I'm fine when it comes to bloods. It's
Okay,
she
right.
destroyed half of the rooftop gardens, though.
You have had a horrible night. It's obvious.
Fucking mess. It's my fault.
Hmm. How that?
I was driving. I was the one who asked Sadie to come along to the boats to investigate. Now she's gone. I was the one driving back, not her, not Charlie. I fucked up. If that asshole does anything to her,
All right. Okay. Okay. So Hackett is a Ventru. Hackett is
yeah,
an Invictus Ventru.
yeah,
Okay. So as far as that's concerned, and normally I don't like speaking about that, but then again, I trust you enough to be not as capricious as other kindred. If we face him, we have to take out his eyes. We have to take out his ability of locking eyes with us.
I know. He tried that before, but luckily, well, the crone, aka in the form of Mirth, given me a present to block that once. So, you know,
Is it used up, or do you still have
yeah,
that?
no, once it's used up.
Fair
Perhaps I
enough.
could ask her again because she is also going to go on war. I just want to raise as many people as I can find.
Okay. Fair enough. What
Are you
can you
willing to
tell?
help? Are you willing
Of
to help?
yes.
Like, I promise you, whatever it is, unless it's like really, I'm not gonna betray Carthians or my family, but other than that, like, fucking, you can have it.
It
I don't have
sounds as if
much,
you're
but
willing to give everything up to a major boon, barring a blood boon, of course. And that's the last thing I would ask from you.
I mean, when it comes to anything I can pay, I'm cool with it as long as you know, you're not asking me to betray the Carthians or betray my family or
No, no,
something.
no. That would be a blood boon, and no, no. I'm smarter than that. About the details of what I'll ask you, we can discuss that later. What I'm trying to do now is gather information and try see if you have a plan apart from just rallying your allies. What
This
can
happened
you?
over 2 hours ago. I don't have much of a plan other than rallying allies. We need to find. I'm pretty sure we need to find his boats. I texted him back what he wants. He hasn't replied to it yet, but I had to buy a
He's
new
okay,
phone.
which is probably he's probably doing that to just let you stew some more, just so that you get more nervous.
I'm not
I'll
nervous.
I'll 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 let it that slip. I used to be in an anti-terror squad.
Hmm.
I've got some experience with how shit like this runs.
He wouldn't have sent me the text if he didn't want to do anything with it. So I'm just gonna wait for his answer. In the meantime, I'm gonna raise hell. I'll destroy the entire
Okay,
Invictus if I have to.
all very nice. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. How many of his men were left after your assault on his boat?
Um, 5 or 6, I think. I don't know how many he has though. Like, he was there with 6. Maybe we got taken care of one. We took care of one, two, maybe. I don't know. It went very fast. Sadie
Mm,
frenzied, and we had to run because fucking flare guns. But he had 6 men with him at that time, so they are
yeah,
7.
I see why you want my help. Because as you might have noticed, I'm not freaked out by fire quite the same way as others.
I want your help because I think I can trust you, Marcus. It has nothing to do with what you can do. It's what you are.
There is a surprised, but after that, that sort of expression on his face. It thing. Fucking hell. I like to think of you as a friend of mine, so yeah. And since the Invictors have basically decided to call open season on all that will not willingly submit, fuck those guys. But we'll have to be smart about it. And Marcus produces black eggs in his hand. You know what these are?
Really hard-boiled eggs?
Okay.
No, I
No,
have no idea.
these are black eggs. A little trick I picked up in Japan. They have got blinding powder in them.
Neat.
You crush it in your hand and then you cast it in the face of whoever you want to blind for a few seconds.
I can do that.
I don't have that many left, but you know what? All good things are three, and he gives you three of them. I'll keep the others.
Cool.
Do you know how to use a sling?
No.
Are you good at throwing?
Let me look up my sheet.
That would be athletics.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know off the top of my head, and I had closed my sheet. God damn it! Forgot to open it. No, not Lena. Yes, there we go. Let me see. I think her athletics is semi something. It is something, all right. Athletics 2.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's actually and he just nods. Good. Okay, fair enough. I'll keep the remaining ones on me, and yeah, okay, fair enough. So at least you have got a means of obscuring his sight. Good. Mind you, do you know how old he is?
no idea,
Hmm.
but I
But
might be able to find out.
yeah, because that's important.
I don't think he's that old. I know what I know of him already is that he wasn't really someone who stood out specifically within the Invictus.
Hmm.
So I guess he's
Okay.
not that old.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Fair enough. Man, I really don't like talking about my clan discipline, but just as a heads up, I don't know what you've heard about my clan, and this is said in trust, but at the highest level, some of the really older ones, I saw them that they were able to possess humans.
Ugh. No,
So
I don't think he did that because um, one of Sadie's coterie mates is also a fan through Charlie. She was there with us. She was able to dominate at least one of these guys.
okay, okay, yeah. Okay, just wanted to give you a heads up. If he's old enough, he could pull that one off.
Yeah, no, I don't think he can. But it's like I think if he could have done that, he would have done that there.
Hmm. Okay.
I do know though, um, that is something that is important. I should let Mirth know that as well.
Mm.
I know he can control animals somehow.
Yes, yes, he can. All Ventru can,
Yeah, he has
if they have
birds.
some aptitude.
He has birds, seagulls.
Seagulls, eh? Okay, okay. If you want a bird that can sneak up during the night on another bird, it's owls.
Hmm.
Actually, let's just say a local owl of mine has the weird habit of beheading falcons, so I think a seagull should be easy enough. Yeah, they can be vicious fuckers. Anyway, so well, don't have to tell you, a mistress of the wild such as yourself.
I I don't know that much about the animal stuff yet.
Hmm, fair enough. Fair enough. Well,
I
at least I
mean,
can talk to them and command them to a certain extent.
Same here, but that's about it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So he's got a bird's eye view. Not a bad choice, I have to say, even if he's a total asshole. Okay. Have any of your Carthian friends got the ability of producing their own ammunition?
I we need to look into that. I've been trying to reach Guardian headquarters, but on the phone, it's like tried a
Yeah.
dozen people. You were the only one who answered their call.
Yeah. The reason I ask is, and he pulls a very new looking assault rifle with a silencer on it closer to him. I don't know if you heard, but I was there when the siege of the circus happened.
I mean, I was there in the meeting afterwards, remember?
Yeah, fair enough. But remember what I mentioned about ammunition?
You mean the dragon's
He
breath things?
he clicks, unclicks, and produces a round out of the magazine. This here, incendiary rounds. Unless that fucker has somehow managed to get his hands on Ordre de Cool's secrets, which I highly doubt, this is gonna sting real bad. If you know folks who have the facilities, I know what I have got a pretty good idea what this shit is made of. We could start producing. And if we can start producing, we can start fighting fire with fire. And he puts it back into the assault rifle. Click, clack.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. Yes, I'll help you. And yes, I'll come along. And yes, we're going to make a plan. We are not just going to round up people together and just go. We are going to attack with tactics and a little bit of preparation. Because I bet that is the last thing he's expecting. No offense meant, but you guys are not necessarily known for squad tactics.
If you say so. It's just, I know I'm not the only one looking for him now. Like I said, I showed the picture to Mirth, who is, of course, Sadie's sire, and well, after destroying half of her rooftop gardens, she said she was gonna find them and gonna let me know when she found them. So I suppose, I mean, I'm gonna search as well, but I have a feeling she's better at it.
Mm. Anyways, we don't have any more time to lose. Just let me quickly leave one or two messages, and then I'll come with you.
Cool. Thanks, Marcus.
And for what it's worth, I would have helped you even if you didn't offer me a boon. Because that's what friends are for. Stands up, writes a few things. By the way, Marcus looks definitely a bit paler than he has done for a while. Reminds you a little bit of Kindred, who lost a little bit of humanity.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear.
Yeah,
Uh,
but nobody can be bothered to mention something. And he also seems he just seems very calm. On the whole, he just seems very calm about everything.
One more advice I need of you.
He finishes, putting a finger up. Yes?
Am I gonna try and involve your neighbors? Joshua.
Hmm. Okay, let's see. He is a producer of a drug that has been causing misery. He is an Invictus. The Invictus have shown that they bear Joshua everything except goodwill. Now, whether or not he sees that as a priority, I don't know. Would he probably lever the favor that he has later at the point? 100%. He's a smart player. He doesn't let a good crisis go to waste. The only thing that makes him a good deal better than our opponents is the fact that he doesn't manufacture the problems. My instinct would be, if you're able to get enough kindred together without involving him, that would be better. But if it doesn't go in another way, and he agrees, he's a good ally to have.
Fair enough. I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I can't make the decision for you, but I've given you my opinion on the matter.
Yeah. Sadie was well loved within Carthian territory. So I suppose if I can get like Stan's Fort to listen, and I'm pretty sure Mirth will get a few people involved as well, then I guess we can at least raise some shit. But
yeah, should I try to get in contact with Mr. Goodman? Or not? Up to you.
Let me think on that one. It's not that I like. He's a good combatant, but he also has the tendency to
Be
go,
reckless.
yeah, a little bit all in. And at this point, I don't mind going all in, but I know that there is also the day after to think about, and the night after, and the night after that.
Yeah. I don't think that he would ask the Earth from you, but I'd be really surprised if he wouldn't ask some favor. Let's just say he's been having to bear some crosses, some of them less obvious than others.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised he's still walking around, so. On the other hand, this does concern him because I am pretty sure that Hackett is behind that attack on his sister. So it might be his chance to get revenge as well.
I think that would please him. How much free rein he is given, I don't know, because officially he has been demoted to the status of fledgling. So yeah, there were some consequences.
You know what? Inform him. Tell him if he wants to get revenge, he can be in.
Fair enough.
I'm not saying he's going to be the one who gets to rip apart Hackett, because I know there's at least 2 other people who are really looking forward to that. But hey, whatever works, works.
Yeah. If it turns out that that piece of shit was responsible for attacking Julian's sister, that'll just sweeten the pot for me.
I mean, logic dictates that her being shot was payback for what we did to the ghoul. The ghoul was Hackett's.
Got it. Right.
But
fair enough.
I would say, especially if he has a fledgling status, we know, at least as far as we can believe Joshua, and like I don't see necessarily a reason for him to lie about this, then the Ordo are involved in Violet, which means that if Julian has to like ask permission for someone to go and attack someone who's dealing with V,
Then that's true. Then we know who else might be involved. And something, I know it's a goddamn formality, but here is why I would ask you to keep this in mind. Please emphasize some of the Order Dracul. If
that's
you
what I said,
just
right?
paint, I just heard since the Ordo is involved,
Oh,
that paints
well,
a total picture. And don't forget, I'm a member of that, even though I thoroughly detest
I
some of
know
the
that
shit.
I know that you guys, you and Julian aren't involved in it, trust me.
Yeah,
And I
but if
guess
you
that's more.
speak to others, please be specific. If not,
I'll
they
do my
just might
best.
start smacking me down. Just
But
do,
in
yeah.
all honesty, same goes for the Invictus, and we keep calling it the same as well. So, no offense to you. I understand your point. I understand where you're coming from, but it kind of feels like nitpicking. I know you're good. I know you're good people. I will do my best to specify when I'm talking to others.
It's just because I have seen what mobs can do and what mob mentality can do, and sometimes the omitting of a word can do it. And yes, that's actually a good point you raise. Thank you. I hadn't realised that. Let's just say I've had plenty of shite on my platter, but at least I'm happy to say that at least one good deed I did turned out to actually not be a punishment. Yeah, wouldn't have expected my child to actually show up and show me a safe way out, but she did, and good on her. I wasn't expecting her to show up and risk her neck, quite frankly. But yes, time is time is everything. Have you got a car or some means of transport? I
I have
had
my
to
bike.
ditch my van back when Goodman had his fucking fit.
I have my bike, but if time is, well, everything as you put it, you go talk to Julian, I go talk to the Carthians, see what we can raise, and
Okay,
see if we can find tracks and trails and things like that. So,
okay, fair enough. And he walks over and puts an arm on you. We are survivors. We have dealt with worse shit than Hackett. We'll make him pay.
yeah, thanks, Marcus.
And he takes his hand off. It's obvious that he was trying to be, show some solidarity.
Yeah, no, she's like, just uh, putting her hand on his shoulder for a moment as well. Like, the conversation did definitely calm her down, somewhat,
Yeah,
at least. So,
as you once said, a time will come where we have to choose sides. My choice fell when they decided to declare genocide on the Revenants. I'm not going to be part of fucking genocide or war crimes. Fuck that shit. Anyway, safe travels. Hear from you soon. And with that, he'll start walking towards the door.
yeah, um, Ali will follow, will walk out, and yeah, gets on her bike and waves one more time before driving off.
Waves. And closes the door.
And I think with that we can end the scene. So thank you, player, for playing and everything.
Sorry about that. Okay, so there's nothing further you want to declare,
There's
correct?
nothing further I want to declare. Nope.
So with that, thank you players for playing. Thank you watchers for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.